Yeah, I thought Colorado State played very well, and they closed the game out. We had a chance to close it out ourselves, and we didn't get it done. And they stepped up and they hit a shot, and they defended us and didn't allow us to score. And so, I thought that it was a game that could have gone either way, and they closed it out. Do you want me to do that again? Okay. Oh, you're good. You're good.
So as far as, X's and O's go, a 10-0 gap is just, it's like you spot them 10 and then won the rest of the game. How do you, as a coach, what do you think about that?
Yeah, we had a poor start, and we did do a good job of overcoming it, but obviously when you dig yourself a hole like that, it's tough. And with that being said, we had the lead in the fourth quarter and we just didn't close it out. And, I was just saying that Colorado State did, they took that game. It was right in front of both teams and they were able to do the things they needed to do to win it. And we weren't quite able to do enough to win it.
You're closer to it than I am. I didn't think it was anything, super emotional or anything like that. It was just, to me, it looked like shots not going in. Next thing you know, you look up, it's 10-0. And it's just one of those crazy things. And then at the end of the game, shots not going in.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything you could super criticize there other than, we need the ball to go in the basket.
Yeah, we did not shoot it well, and I thought we had some good looks, especially in the fourth quarter, that we didn't make. And honestly, it was the same thing at their place. We had great looks in the second half. We just didn't knock them down. In the first half, they do a really great job scouting, and they play percentages. And if you're not someone that consistently shoots over this percentage, they just don't guard you. And I think that messes with players sometimes a little bit. It makes them uncertain of what should I be doing. I'm open. I feel like I'm open, and I'm already thinking about it, so now my rhythm's already off to shoot. And so in the second half, I thought we did a much better job just executing despite that. In the first half, I thought we allowed it to get us out of sorts, offensively. But our effort and our fight was definitely there. We talked about getting it to 7 at halftime. They got it to 7 at halftime. We talked about getting it to this amount in the third quarter. We came back and took the lead faster than like our goal. But once we had it, we just needed to be a little better to hang on to it.
What's a message for the women in the locker room? You have a lot of basketball left.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of the message right now?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing was I thought in the first half we got away from like who we are, what's allowed us to be successful, and we really reset in the second half. But at this point in the year, there's not a lot of wiggle room for you to play outside of your strengths because everybody's fighting to keep their season going the closer we get to March. And so for us, I think it's about being disciplined and staying focused on the right things, like who we are, what's allowed us to win as many games as we've won. And we can't deviate from that. We just can't. I think our team is a team that, we're in the top of the standings, but there's so little room or there's so little difference between winning and losing for us. Another team that's first or second, maybe like New Mexico or UNLV, they have a lot more wiggle room. And we just don't. And we have to know that about ourselves and be much more precise and disciplined because, every game we win, it's not like we're winning by 40. We're winning by 5-10 points. And so, like, everything matters.
Is it, I think it's a bit of a cliche, but coming back, you're fighting, and you get there. I think the cliche is, oh, now, we made it. Now we're a little bit tired. And just kind of like tonight, oh, now they're up by 5. Is that something you've seen in your years of coaching? Is it too much of a cliche to say that the fight is too hard sometimes?
I think it's more of like a mental thing. Like, okay, now I can relax now that we got the lead. I think everybody's fatigued at that point in the game. For us, it took us so long to take the lead. It took us so many possessions. And then once we had it, like we just continued not to be able to hit shots, to build on it. So it was kind of the same challenges we had to come back and get the lead. Just, Colorado State hit that 3 to take the lead. And, looking up, it didn't feel like we were going to be able to come down and just knock down a 3 and tie it up or answer, because every point was so hard fought to get tonight.
I know the coach's least best friend is the quick timeout, and I know you don't want to do that. I'm just curious, what's the message in the huddle when you're down 10-0?
Just we needed to play better defense. Like they were getting wide open shots, and we were not executing kind of our game plan of what we were trying to do. And I think once we settled in and we guarded them, I thought they really struggled, And they did hit some tough shots, but on breakdowns and stuff, when you let people hit shots early on the road, like all of a sudden that rim looks bigger and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. You know, you got to come out and like really guard people, and you don't want them getting comfortable in your place. And, you know, we didn't do a good job of starting that way today.
I think last one for me. Official attendance is about 1,500. I mean, you feel like this team really connected with the community, and I think they did come out to see this team.
They did. Our community's been amazing all season, and it's grown a little bit every single game. And I mean, everybody in our program is so thankful for that support. Our team feeds off it, and I'm really hopeful that building off this year, next year, we're going to start off like this and get it even bigger and better, and make this an amazing event that people who live in Northern Nevada, they want to come watch Nevada women's basketball play because it's fun and there's stuff to do with your families, and you know the players are available after the game, and you know they're approachable and you can have relationships with them. And I think that's like the really cool thing about women's basketball. The players are accessible, the coaches are accessible, and it's a really tight knit sport, you know. And I think some other sports, you're not able to connect that way just because of the way maybe the courts, fields, whatever are set up. And also I think people really like buy into, like in our community, we were picked 8th, like kind of supporting these guys are a lot better than that, you know, and trying to help us achieve something that's way better than that.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right. Thank you, guys.